Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. I am doing the 5-minute face challenge. So I am going to try and do my whole face using Sandstone's makeup in 5 minutes. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous about this because I'm usually kind of like an all or nothing type person when it comes to makeup. Like either I go out with no makeup on at all or I have like a full face. So I know I'm gonna have to tone it back a little bit and not be able to put on a full face, which makes me a little bit nervous, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna try it. So I need to gather my thoughts for a sec. I'm like, why am I so nervous? This is so dumb. But I like need to like prepare myself for what I'm going to use. So I already have my skincare on, and then I did already put silk on as well. I've actually been doing silk pore and wrinkle minimizer as part of my skincare routine, just because you want to let it have time to like set into your skin before you do your makeup. So I've already got that down. So we're not gonna have to wait for that to set in, but everything else, I'm gonna try and do in under 5 minutes. So hang tight, let me gather my stuff together. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm using ahead of time so that I don't talk through it, which would slow me down for sure. So I'm gonna use the Color Correcting Tinted Moisturizer instead of foundation. I love this stuff because it has like a mint, it has mint undertone properties to it, and so it helps to cancel out any redness and balance out your skin tone, but it still gives your face color. So you don't feel like you have to go back in and add a lot of bronzer and blush like you do when you put foundation on and you totally cancel out color and then you go back and add in color. This stuff still allows some color to show through, but it totally evens out your skin tone. So I'm for sure going to be using this. It's a staple when you're trying to save time doing your makeup. For sure I need some concealer, but I think when I'm in a hurry, I actually like to use ShadowSense as my concealer just real quick when I'm in a hurry. So I'm gonna grab this because it doubles as a eyeshadow primer as well. Double duty, I'm going to use Chocolate Cherry BlushSense because it's more on like the bronzy side for a blush, and so I think I'm gonna skip bronzer, which is crazy for me, but I think I'm gonna skip bronzer and do more of this on my face and kind of blend it out a little bit more and be more blown out. I like that. I like this color for that option because when you're doing like a pink cheek, like if I were to use pink berry or cherry, you wouldn't want pink all right here. But this color is more on like the bronzy side of things, so I think it'll work okay for that. And I'm also gonna put it on in my eyes, like on my lids. And then I'm gonna grab my mascara. I think that might be all I'm doing. I probably won't wear lip sense, I'll probably just do a gloss. But the most pigmented gloss that we have is, well, one of my favorites. Where is it? I'm gonna do Orchid Gloss. I love Orchid Gloss on its own. All right, I think I'm set up. Here we go, wish me luck. I need to make sure I have my brushes handy dandy. When I'm using Tinted Moisturizer, I like to use a stippling brush. It's a little bit easier to blend out quickly instead of like bounce it on my face. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm gonna do it in 5 minutes, but we will get as close to that as possible. Fair warning, my eyebrows are microbladed, so that's probably gonna be the last thing that I do just because they're already done. If you don't have your eyebrows microbladed, one thing I recommend is at least going and getting them waxed and tinted. That's gonna give you like a darker, more structured brow, and then you won't have to fill it in as often. So if you're not on the microblading train or you can't afford the microblading, totally fine. I do recommend going to a local salon and getting them waxed and tinted though. That will definitely up your brow game. Okay, here we go. Wait, where is it? Ah! Okay, 5 minutes, here we go. Okay, I'm not gonna talk through this. Just timer is at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's crazy. My husband would be so proud of me right now. While that's drying, I am going to grab a little bit of my pre-mixed light and white concealer. Ooh, 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 where's my brush, where's my brush? Maybe not, use my finger. And just do a little more brightening under the eye. Under a minute left. I'm gonna toss on a little bit of natural powder all over just to kind of set everything down. If you noticed, I only put the color correcting tinted moisturizer in the more of like the center of my face where I needed it. And this powder adds like a tiny bit of, not even coverage, it just makes your skin look more airbrushed. Okay, last up is some gloss. And we are, countdown is on. I'm like so impressed with myself right now. I did not think I could get ready that quickly. Never in a million years. Now I know what my go-to 5-minute face will be. Like easy, versatile products that can be used multiple ways. Really, I just did color correcting tinted moisturizer in the center of my face and where I needed it. And do you see how like there's not harsh lines from where the tinted moisturizer ends and like my real skin back here is? It's just very even. It blends really well with your skin. It's like literally putting on a second layer of skin. And then I did Sandstone Pearl ShadowSense all over my lid. All over my lid is like a primer that will be crease proof and last all day. And then I did it a little bit under my eyes and I put it on like my blemishes that I needed a little more coverage with. And then I took Chocolate Cherry BlushSense. That's on my cheeks, which I could probably add a little bit more. It doesn't show up as dark on camera as it is in person. But you can see that it's not like a super intense pink color, so it works well for kind of all over the cheek, and I kind of blended it down here into more of like the bronzing area too. I could even take some up here a little bit. This is like the perfect like sunburnt color. Like I just got a little bit of sun color. So I did that on my cheeks and then also put it all over my eyes, like on the lid, and blended it up into my crease. Then we did UnderSense and Black LashSense, so lash primer and builder, and then our mascara on top, and then topped it all off with Orchid Gloss. I mean, seriously, that was like the quickest I've ever done my makeup. I'm very impressed with myself right now. Very impressed. So, oh, I did, you guys heard me throw in a little bit of light and white concealer. It's the Sandstone light and white concealer. I just have it pre-mixed in this little pot. I felt like I just needed a little bit more coverage underneath my eyes. And that's not totally necessary, but I have really bad dark circles that I usually use a corrector to balance out. I usually use Terracotta BlushSense as like a very orange color corrector. And so to not use that and to just use like a little bit of concealer was a little nerve-wracking. No, I'm just kidding. That's dramatic. But yeah, I just wanted to add a little bit more. It wouldn't be necessary for everyone. And then I did kind of set everything with some powder. But yeah, I'm very impressed, and I actually really like the way that my eyes turned out. Just really soft, but it adds a little bit more dimension and helps to open them up. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe. Thumbs up and like, that's the same thing. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in my next video.